Song, why my SST listing does not tally with my sales? What has happened? Let's talk about this today. Hey guys, this is Song from ANC. Recently we received a lot of emails, a lot of WhatsApp, a lot of Facebook message asking, hey Song, how come when I generate my sales invoice or the sales listing, I realize that my total sales is 100,000 plus 6%. But when I am a service provider, my tax can be lower than that. What has happened? The system. Is this the problem from the system? What has happened? Now, why this will happen is because sales tax and service tax is adopting a very different mechanism. When we talk about sales tax, they basically adopt a accrual basis, same like GST. When I issue my invoice, I have to charge GST. So sales tax has the same. For example, if September I have 500 ringgit, October I have 300 ringgit. So how much do I submit in November? 800 ringgit in total, and I have to add two tax together. However, the service tax is very different. Why very different? Because service tax adopt payment basis. What is the meaning of payment basis? It means that when I receive payment, only I pay my tax. Let's look at this illustration. In September 2018, I have 500 ringgit sales. October, I have 300 ringgit sales. The total service tax I need to pay rightfully is 48 ringgit, correct? Tax code is SV based on SQL service tax code. When it comes to November, how much I need to account? Rightfully 48 ringgit, correct? But what happened here? Why the accounting system only generate 50% of what I'm supposed to pay? When you drill down into detail, it's because of the payment received. The payment received is only 50% of what supposed to be billed on the invoice. And the balance of the payment which you haven't received yet, you don't have to pay any tax yet. However, this does not last you for very long. When it comes to 12 months later, September 2019, this payment which you haven't received, you have to deem receive it and you have to submit in 2019. So you have to deem it, you have to pay it first. Let's look at the timeline of service tax. In September, I issue an invoice 100,000 plus 6% service tax. However, I do not need to account for any service tax yet because there's no payment received. In February, I received this payment of 20%. Then I have to pay service tax based on 20%. Let's come to September. September. This guy haven't paid me yet. But I have to self-account for the 18% first, which means I have to take my wallet and pay to the customs first. When it comes to December, when the client pays us back, the full payment no longer has any tax implication because service tax has been fully paid. Let's look at SQL. How do we generate the report which we want? Now, assuming I've created two invoices here, ST01 and ST02. So the total is 848, which inclusive of service tax, and 530 in October, which inclusive of service tax. However, when you look at the outstanding amount, you notice that I only pay 50% of the ST01. Okay, so which means that only the payment which I make will subject to service tax. Okay, this has been proven when it comes to open your SST return. You notice, this SST, I only have to pay 24 ringgit. And when you look into the details, it's basically from here, this listing, the OR which I received for ST01, this invoice. Now, how do we generate a report to say, which are the invoices I already paid, which are the invoices that I haven't paid? So here, you go to Command Navigator, under Report, you go under Print Customer Document Listing, under Customer Payment Listing, put your date, apply, and when you search for the report, you will have this collection service tax report where they will tell you this is the invoice amount 848, the tax amount is 48, the KO knockoff amount is 424, where the tax is 24 ringgit. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share it, and I'll see you in the next video upcoming next Friday.